All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and welcome all live from Target Field here in downtown Minneapolis. We are going to get ready and rocking here. Pregame coming on up between two very good teams here rocking, and the Clarion Goldfield Downs Cowboys and the Bears of Bishop Garrigan. Andrew Brown here with you, giving you all the hits, excitement, and more that we have here from, again, Target Field. MLB stadium type quality here, and hopefully we'll have that kind of a game here in store as we get two teams ready to rear and rock. And so let's go ahead and dive in, shall we? Let's take a look at at things as we get rolling along in our pregame report brought to you by Insolites. Check them out today, insolites.com. And, of course, as we do so, let's go ahead and take a look. We see the batting order lined up now, so let's go ahead and take a look at it ourselves. And we're going to start off with Bishop Garrigan. And as we start off with the Bears, they're going to look a lot like this. It's going to be Tate Furch doing the duties at the leadoff spot. Dan Mice is in the number 2 hole, followed by Carter Schwab. Brady Galligan in the cleanup spot. Nick Lear doing the duties in number 5 hole. And then Aiden Deitering doing the duties in the number 6 spot. Caden Graves at number 7. Drew Muller and the number 8 hole. And Thad Kolash doing the duties at the second leadoff spot in the number 9 hole. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on back again, as that was the national anthem, and we get rocking and moving on with more of our batting order. And this time we'll head on over to Clarion Goldfield Dows as they take a look. It'll be Tristan Kakacek doing the duties to lead things off. Jacob Ruba will be in the number 2 hole. Paxton Lingenfelter in the number 3 hole. Ethan Hasty doing the duties in the cleanup spot, followed by Colton Hefty, the DH. And then it'll be Huxley Lingenfelter up that next. Owen Sweeney doing the job in the number 7 hole. And Chase Lane doing the duties and the number 8 spot. Cohen Langfit doing the duties and the second leadoff spot, the number 9 hole. Again, ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Brown here helping to give you the balls and strikes and everything in between. Thanks again for tuning in, making this a part of your day. A little bit of a wet day out there. Thankfully, we're under the canopy here, but we're giving you our broadcast, again, live from Target Field. This would be our second MLB venue here. Man, it's always fun to do these things, so appreciate you coming along the ride with us. As we take a look now, we're going to join up on the defensive side of things. And as we do, again, defense and the pregame brought to you in part by the great folks at Insolites at insolites.com. Make sure to check them out there. And, of course, let's go ahead and give you the defensive looks now here for Bishop Garrigan as they stand on the defensive side of things right now. Galligan doing the pitching duties here. Furch behind the plate. Schwab, Graves, Mice, and Deitering from first to third. And then Kolash, Lear, and Muller they are camping out in the outfield here for today's contest. And that is the defense here for the Bears as we get rocking and rolling. And we will get underway with the top of inning number 1 Live here from wonderful, beautiful Target Field. And we can't wait as that one's in there, not quite, I should say, for ball one. That pitch also too far inside. Both these teams ready and rocking to go. Clarion Goldfield Dows trying to get back a little bit further in the win column. They have had a few losses consecutively under their belt before taking a win here recently. And that 2-1 mark will now bring us even at 2-2. That one in the dirt we go now, 3-2. Everything is full. And that one shot right up there and just out of the outstretched hands. It's second, and that will be a hit to start things off. A single from Kakachik will put a runner onto the base pass here for the Cowboys, as now we get Jacob Ruba stepping up to the plate. Heck of a job here from Kakachik as he ended up with slapping that one where it needed to be. And in the end, that marked his 5th hit of the season. And now we get an 0-1 count here to the next man up in Jacob Ruba. Keeping him honest over there at first. From Target Field here, the number 2 hole man for the Cowboys. Here's the pitch. That one too far outside. We even it up now at 1 apiece. We'll try and get some highlights here from this game here today. But any highlights you have, hit us up on Instagram, on X, even on Facebook. And, of course, hit us up, IABaseball, the number 1 at gmail.com. IABaseball1 at gmail.com. A great way for you to get in touch and get with us. And as that one is struck right out there, double play opportunity to pick, and there will be no fire over there to first. Fielder's choice. They do get the out. Runner stands on first, though. And now the right fielder here, and Paxton Lingenfelter is getting ready to rear. Again, we have highlights all across social media for you to go ahead and check out. A lot of things that went down, a lot of big games. Ballard, I should say, with a big win over Carlisle. Carlisle looking to get their way into the rankings here, too. And again, Lingenfelter takes that one high. That'll be ball one for a 1-0 count. Paxton on the season with 5 hits, 357. That one gets laced out there to right, and they're sending him into third. That one may be sending home. No, coach says, let's stop right there. A nice shot in this kind of a field, a major league ballpark. It's got some depth to it. Coach Nail keeping him there. Now we have runners at second and third. And Clarion Goldfield Dows striking here early. They got just 1 down and runners in scoring position. Garrigan having to do all he can to try and get out of this one as Ethan Hasty stepping on up to the plate. So the 0-1 count, rain is coming down. Not terribly hard, and we're still rocking the game here. The 1-1 will go too far inside, and now we draw it. A bases loaded situation here. Bishop Garrigan having to try and dance a little bit out of danger here. There is 1 down, but plenty of room. Again, we got Garrigan on the season, 18 strikeouts here through 17 innings pitched. Teams hitting .203 against him. He has allowed 12 hits, 15 walks, 7 earned runs entering today's contest, and it could look like a lot more here potentially. Just seeing how things are rocking here. So again, as Hasty is hit by a pitch, and now Colton Hefty stepping on up, taking a look at ball 1. A 1-1 count, and that one is a nice swing. Unable to touch up with that, though. Again, Hefty, known as a pretty good solid hitter in his own right. He has a chance here to do something. That one sails outside. We even it up 2 balls apiece. With a 2-2 count. Early offense potentially here as that one gets away and the runner coming on home. There will be a throw. The play at the plate, and he got him. What a play. That's how you rock that there in the end. Kokachik is a speedy guy up at the top of that lineup. He got thrown out there. Nice play. And they get the out there, and that will officially rock it there, as that was quite the inning, but more so on the fact of the defensive save here for Bishop Garrigan. They gave up 2 hits, no runs in the process despite bases absolutely loaded. And with that, we're going to take our first break of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back with more after this. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Brown here with IA Baseball. I'm here at the PBR Spring League, but man, there's a whole lot of good that I want to talk to you about outside of what's happening on the fields, and that includes the batting donut. That's right here, the batting donut. I would urge anybody to check out. It is a really cool way to help improve your confidence and boost your energy, boost your endurance, all by slipping this onto your bat. That's it. And hey, look at that. You got sprinkles, you got everything. It's the whole package. And by the way, they come in pink as well. They come in 9 and 16 ounce versions. So go ahead and check that out as soon as you get the chance. A great way to help boost your swing and boost the confidence of your swing as well. So again, if you get the chance, hey, check out the Batting Donut and check them out at the Batting Donut online, or hit them up at sweetenorswing.com. And while you're there, let them know that IA Baseball sent you.
I love doing it. We go to all the state events, we work at all the state events, and you know, you wear your polo and people stop and talk to you, and it's just really great to connect with kids from other schools who are on the board, and then coaches, athletic directors who will see you at the events will stop and talk to you, and it's really neat.
You feel a bit of a weight and you're a voice for all athletes in the state of Iowa, which is cool.
I think it's really cool. I remember reading the email and I'm like, oh, this would be something really cool to look for. It'd be good to talk to people that I want to get to talk to around the state. I get to see other people's opinions, kids from 5A schools, kids from small schools. I think it'll just be a really good opportunity for me. IHSAA represents so much that it's really cool that they have 2 girls on the board to bring a girl's perspective, because I think it's really important to be very diverse and get different opinions.
Hey everybody, got something special for all you electric fence owners out there. It's called Insolites, the LED flashing insulated light that you can see from up to half a mile or more away. It's so great you can see it from the comforts of your car or even your own home. That's right, you can put it onto almost any type of post out there, run the wire right through it, and that's all you need to do. Because Insolites goes with the pulse of the fence. So if there is no pulse, there is no flashing light, helping you locate where a problem may be or where a problem may exist that you didn't know was happening. It's simple as that. So you don't need to ground anything, add any bulky equipment, or shock yourself to test if your fence is working. All you need to do today is head to insolites.com and get you some, and you will not be disappointed. It's simplicity at its finest. So go ahead to insolites.com today and get you some. Oh, and by the way, make sure to tell them that IA Baseball sent you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see right there, we're in a bit of a rain delay here. Bit of a rain delay. These two teams are going to have to wait just a little bit to get back in there. We'll see what's what. We'll see how things are rocking here. In the meantime, it'll give us a chance to take a look at a few things here. Again, we got the chance to see earlier the defensive setup here. As I should say, the defensive setup for Bishop Garrigan, and now we'll get the chance to go ahead and try and see the defensive setup here for Clarion Goldfield Downs. If we resume action here, we'll have to see. But in the end, we'll take a look at what the defensive look will be here when they come on up. And as you can see right there, that's the defensive look. Ruba would be on the mound if we get to the bottom half of the first here. Lingenfelter will be the man behind the dish. Lane, Kakachik, Hasty, and Sweeney doing the duties from first to third. At the hot corner again, Sweeney, Hasty at shortstop, Kakachik second, and manning first base is Lane. Ryland Morgan is doing just left field duty today. He's being DH'd on the offensive end. Cohen Langford doing the duties in center. Paxton Lingenfelter will be the man in right field once we resume action here. But again, right now in a bit of a rain delay. And we'll try and get a whole lot more going here for you. But right now, while we got the chance, let's take a look at these two teams and how they stack up in their respective classes right here. And as you can see there, this is a series that hasn't been too much in the overall grand scheme played. But as we take a look again at both of these squads, this is a series in which Bishop Garrigan has pretty much owned it, 11-0 in the all-time series dating back to the 09 season, back when bound stats were last kept. And of course, looking at these teams, we'll start with the visiting team on the scoreboard here in Clarion Goldfield Dows. Last year, we take a look at their 2024 campaign, 12-17, 3-11 in conference. Currently, they are 6-9 entering today's game. They made it all the way to the sub-state quarterfinal, losing to Roland Story. But this year, they have a lot of potential as they head into the later stages of this season. Total base-wise, they have 55 total bases, 50 RBIs, and a team average of 244. Meanwhile, on the pitching side of things, through 92 innings pitched, they have 47 strikeouts, 101 hits allowed. Again, all of those are 2A in the 2A ranks where they end up falling. In terms of Bishop Garrigan, they had a heck of a season last year. Their 9th season of 20-plus wins as they won 24-6. Undefeated, one of the 11 squads to go unblemished in conference play last season. They unfortunately fell in a hard-fought sub-state title battle with Newman Catholic. And then from there, again, that was one step away from making the state tournament. They were oh so close. But from there, they have vowed to get back, and they have doing pretty solid up to this point. 54 hits, 30 total bases, a team average of 221. Those rankings via the 1A slate. And then on the other side, their bread and butter more so. They are 33rd in innings pitched. They have 80 strikeouts, but one of the things this team is a bend but not break type of squad. And it really shows. 34 hits allowed, ranking 3rd in all of Class 1A. And so this is one of those squads. We saw it here at the top half of the first inning. Despite bases loaded, 2 hits, no runs crossing, and it's runs that end up winning it all. So again, a heck of a battle for them as they, again, battled through that inning. But again, that is what we're looking at for the 2025 side of things for these squads. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take a real quick break here. We'll be back with more. We'll try and get you through this rain delay and see what the timing is like. By early estimations, this may be close to an hour delay. We'll see what's what, how things roll. But right now, we're at Target Field in a rain delay. And we'll be back after this right here on the IA Baseball Network. Don't go anywhere. Hey everybody, got something special for all you electric fence owners out there. It's called Insulites, the LED flashing insulated light that you can see from up to half a mile or more away. It's so great you can see it from the comforts of your car or even your own home. That's right, you can put it onto almost any type of post out there, run the wire right through it, and that's all you need to do. Because Insulites goes with the pulse of the fence. So if there is no pulse, there is no flashing light, helping you locate where a problem may be or where a problem may exist that you didn't know was happening. It's simple as that. So you don't need to ground anything, add any bulky equipment, or shock yourself to test if your fence is working. All you need to do today is head to insulites.com and get you some, and you will not be disappointed. It's simplicity at its finest. So go ahead to insulites.com today and get you some. Oh, and by the way, make sure to tell them that IA Baseball sent you.
RDA Financial Network is a proud sponsor of IABaseball.com. RDA supports the sport of baseball in the state of Iowa. We believe the game of baseball promotes many values such as hard work, determination, and teamwork, values that matter on and off the baseball field, and values that we demonstrate to our clients every day in our offices across the country. RDA provides financial planning and wealth management services to our clients in 6 communities in the state of Iowa. RDA Financial Network is an SEC-registered investment advisory firm. RDA advisors may offer securities through United Planners Financial Services, a member of FINRA and SIPC. United Planners is not affiliated with RDA Financial Network nor IABaseball.com. Please visit RDAFN.com to find an RDA advisor near you.
In Iowa, we are fortunate to have a lot of opportunities to get involved in at our schools.
Athletics and activities have so many positive effects.
From learning how to build relationships
and healthy lifestyles,
and gain self-esteem and confidence.
Make participation a priority. You and your school will benefit.
Sportsmanship starts with us.
As a student athlete, I need to model good behavior and represent my school appropriately.
That means respecting my teammates, coaches, opponents, the officials, and fans.
If I do that, so will others, and being a good sport becomes a way of life.
To all of Iowa's student athletes getting ready to compete, remember, sportsmanship starts with us.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Brown here with IA Baseball. I'm here at the PBR Spring League, but man, there's a whole lot of good that I want to talk to you about outside of what's happening on the fields, and that includes the batting donut. That's right here, the batting donut. I would urge anybody to check out. It is a really cool way to help improve your confidence and boost your energy, boost your endurance, all by slipping this onto your bat. That's it. And hey, look at that. You got sprinkles, you got everything. It's the whole package. And by the way, they come in pink as well. They come in 9 and 16 ounce versions. So go ahead and check that out as soon as you get the chance. A great way to help boost your swing and boost the confidence of your swing as well. So again, if you get the chance, hey, check out the Batting Donut and check them out at the Batting Donut online or hit them up at sweetenyourswing.com. And while you're there, let them know that IA Baseball sent you.
I remember personally when I was young watching the guys that were playing sports, basketball, football, wrestling, whatever it was, when they were in high school, and just thinking, I mean, how great they were and just wanting to be like them when I was older. So yeah, we are definitely always role models for those younger kids, those middle schoolers.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, again, we'll get more action from you right now as everybody has kind of moved their way into under the awning here, underneath all that here, out of the rain. But again, it is still raining out there as we are live. But as you can see there, a little bit wet here. And yeah, we're still looking to play ball, looking to have some fun here yet today. Again, it's a lot going on, but certainly as we go ahead and find more information, we will give you that and update you with that. But right now, let's take a look at the road so far here for some of these teams, for both of these teams. And we'll start with Bishop Garrigan. The road so far brought to you by the Batting Donut. Great way to sweeten your swing with strength, durability, accuracy, and a whole lot more. It's simple, it's fun, it's energetic. It's a great way to have some fun while improving your overall swing. Make sure to check them out at the Batting Donuts online.com, however you can get there. This is the schedule so far that has been for Bishop Garrigan. And again, this is over the last 6 outings. Eagle Grove was the first of the last 6 outings in which they won that battle 9-1 before falling to GHV and Ventura. That was a tough battle, 4-2 loss, but then they took on North Union and won before making it 2 in a row against Galen Catholic in a 6-4 battle. Their second loss of the week came against 3A number 5 ranked Bishop Heelan, falling 6-1 before they battled against North Iowa with a win and took a win in that one by a mark of 9-2. And now we'll go ahead and take a look at the road so far here for trying to get anyone for Clarion Goldfield Dows here. Make sure to get that downloaded here. But again, we get teams running out there, keeping their legs warm. Again, when you get in a rain delay like this, it can kind of, certainly the last thing you want to do is get complacent, let your muscles kind of sit down, get too relaxed or get too tight. In the end, you want to make sure that you are doing everything you can to stay upbeat, stay going, stay rolling. Again, we might be in a rain delay for a little bit here anyway. The rain just happened to fall timely in the first inning here of the high school battle between Clarion Goldfield Dows and Bishop Garrigan. The Minnesota Twins falling in quite big fashion here earlier today. 16-3, I believe that was the final score. Got to see some home run balls and got to see some guys who hadn't really pitched much before onto the pitching mound. So in the end, the Minnesota Twins, the hometown team here at Target Field, falling in the series wrap-up between them and the Texas Rangers. The Twins will be taking off, ironically, to Houston. They'll be going to Texas after facing a Texas team. They'll be hitting out there, and they will be battling Houston in a 3-game series over the weekend. And, of course, let's go ahead now as we got everything rocking and ready. We'll take you, trying to anyway, With this, we have action here as we will potentially. We'll have to see how things go. They're looking to take things off. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll give you the road so far here for Clarion Goldfield Downs after this, right here on the IA Baseball Network.
I remember personally when I was young watching the guys that were playing sports, basketball, football, wrestling, whatever it was, when they were in high school, and just thinking, how great they were, and just wanting to be like them when I was older. So yeah, we are definitely always role models for those younger kids, those middle schoolers. I love doing it. We go to all the state events, we work at all the state events, and you wear your polo and people stop and talk to you, and it's just really great to connect with kids from other schools who are on the board, and then coaches, athletic directors who will see you at the events will stop and talk to you, and it's really neat.
You feel a bit of a weight and you're a voice for all athletes in the state of Iowa, which is cool.
I think it's really cool. I remember reading the email and I'm like, oh, this would be something really cool to look for. It'd be good to talk to people that I want to get to talk to around the state. I get to see other people's opinions, kids from 5A schools, kids from small schools. I think it'll just be a really good opportunity for me. IHSAA represents so much that it's really cool that they have 2 girls on the board to bring a girl's perspective, because I think it's really important to be very diverse and get different opinions.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, some good sign here. Briefly, we get teams coming back in. There seems to be rain lightening up here. And we get the tarp coming off. They're going to prep the field and get ready. So in a matter of probably 20, 25 minutes, we very well might have game underway here. So had a little bit of a rain delay. In the end, the bottom of inning number 1, Clarion Goldfield Downs already having taken a 0 spot in the top half. It'll be Bishop Garrigan when we get back. Again, we'll come back and give you some more pregame look, and then we're going to go ahead and get this game rolling right after this here on the IA Baseball Network.
I love doing it. We go to all the state events, we work at all the state events, and you wear your polo and people stop and talk to you, and it's just really great to connect with kids from other schools who are on the board, and then coaches, athletic directors who will see you at the events will stop and talk to you, and it's really neat.
You feel a bit of a weight and you're a voice for all athletes in the state of Iowa, which is cool.
I think it's really cool. I remember reading the email and I'm like, oh, this would be something really cool to look for. It'd be good to talk to people that I want to get to talk to around the state. I get to see other people's opinions, kids from 5A schools, kids from small schools. I think it'll just be a really good opportunity for me. IHSAA represents so much that it's really cool that they have 2 girls on the board to bring a girl's perspective, because I think it's really important to be very diverse and get different opinions.
RDA Financial Network is a proud sponsor of IABaseball.com. RDA supports the sport of baseball in the state of Iowa. We believe the game of baseball promotes many values such as hard work, determination, and teamwork, values that matter on and off the baseball field, and values that we demonstrate to our clients every day in our offices across the country. RDA provides financial planning and wealth management services to our clients in 6 communities in the state of Iowa. RDA Financial Network is an SEC-registered investment advisory firm. RDA advisors may offer securities through United Planners Financial Services, a member of FINRA and SIPC. United Planners is not affiliated with RDA Financial Network nor IABaseball.com. Please visit RDAFN.com to find an RDA advisor near you.
Hey everybody, got something special for all you electric fence owners out there. It's called Insolites, the LED flashing insulated light that you can see from up to half a mile or more away. It's so great you can see it from the comforts of your car or even your own home. That's right, you can put it onto almost any type of post out there, run the wire right through it, and that's all you need to do. Because Insolites goes with the pulse of the fence. So if there is no pulse, there is no flashing light, helping you locate where a problem may be or where a problem may exist that you didn't know was happening. It's simple as that. So you don't need to ground anything, add any bulky equipment, or shock yourself to test if your fence is working. All you need to do today is head to insolites.com and get you some, and you will not be disappointed. It's simplicity at its finest. So go ahead to insolites.com today and get you some. Oh, and by the way, make sure to tell them that IA Baseball sent you.
In Iowa, we are fortunate to have a lot of opportunities to get involved in at our schools.
Athletics and activities have so many positive effects.
From learning how to build relationships
and healthy lifestyles.
And gain self-esteem and confidence.
Make participation a priority. You and your school will benefit.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Brown here with IA Baseball. I'm here at the PBR Spring League, but man, there's a whole lot of good that I want to talk to you about outside of what's happening on the fields, and that includes the batting donut. That's right here. The batting donut, I would urge anybody to check out. It is a really cool way to help improve your confidence and boost your energy, boost your endurance, all by slipping this onto your bat. That's it. And hey, look at that. You got sprinkles, you got everything. It's the whole package. And by the way, they come in pink as well. They come in 9 and 16 ounce versions. So go ahead and check that out as soon as you get the chance. A great way to help boost your swing and boost the confidence of your swing as well. So again, if you get the chance, hey, check out the Batting Donut and check them out at the Batting Donut online or hit them up at sweetenswing.com. And while you're there, let them know that IA Baseball sent you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting the field more prepped up. We're still going to have battle here today between the Bears and the Cowboys from Target Field. What a great venue here for high school baseball. Part of the high school series. Part of that, again, what many major league stadiums are going to and getting the chance and giving the chance for all these programs to be able to do. And one thing you got to go ahead and give a shout out to all the players, parents, coaches of both of these teams, because it takes a lot to get there. A lot of going around, getting funds raised, getting the ability to kind of schedule this, make sure that you're doing it right. There's a lot of things that go into it, and so really appreciate coming along. But I want to go ahead and say, give a thanks to everybody who made this possible here, including the Twins organization, for allowing this to happen, for opening up their doors. You know, obviously a Class A caliber place here, and again, just phenomenal, a great organization in the long run, and so we can see why there's been success here because it's from the top down. So again, we really appreciate the Twins and everyone else making this possible. We still have more ground care to get work done, and we'll see where that ends up as we continue to roll on, but there looks to be game to be played yet here today. We are stuck in the top half of the second, we have finished the top half of the first, I should say, and the bottom half of inning number 1 will be when we resume action here as we get trying to rock and roll here. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at beyond this game. There will be more that's in store for both of these teams. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at the road ahead, brought to you by RDA Financial. And as we take a look at Bishop Garrigan, we take a look at this. It includes West Hancock, the next battle, followed by a battle against Central Springs, and then they're at Pocahontas area, and then they take on Lake Mills in a home battle. Those are your next 4 outings in the road ahead, brought to you by RDA Financial. We'll give you what looks like for Clarion Goldfield Dows coming on up after this. We are still rain delaying it, but we're still having fun. We got more coming on up after this. About 2 minutes from now, we'll be back, and we'll see if we can get something rolling here and kind of get where we're going to be kicking things off. But, hey, don't go anywhere. This broadcast brought to you in part by the great folks at the Log Cabin Greek Steakhouse in Galena, Illinois. I urge you to check out what they've got going, and really everything in between. It's a grade A organization, class act. Can't get enough of what they're doing. And so, again, please go ahead and give a shout out to the Log Cabin Greek Steakhouse, again, in Galena, Illinois. And we'll go ahead and, as always, we love what they do. We love the energy that they bring, and we love everything that really goes on inside their doors, which is great food, as always. Again, the Log Cabin Greek Steakhouse in Galena, Illinois. Not only great food, but just great people as well. It's an atmosphere that is unlike any other. They do it right, and they do it for you. So make sure to go ahead, check them out. Give Dino a thanks for helping to bring us each and every broadcast as we go throughout the 2025 season. And they are a part of each and every broadcast, along with state tournament coverage, which you'll be able to catch up across all 4 classes. That's right. We'll have people at every location. We'll have people in Carroll, and we'll have people in Sioux City. Again, Sioux City being the backdrop for a Class 3A and 4A battle at Lewis and Clark Park. That'll be the 3A, 4A state tournament scene here for 2025 before it goes ahead and heads back to Cedar Rapids and taking a look at it again, a professional ballpark once more. So we traverse the state in a matter of a couple years in the state tournament. It'll be a fun one at that. But hey, we got some more news here from baseball coming around the corner here. Again, this broadcast brought to you in part by the Log Cabin Greek Steakhouse. Check them out today. Tell them that IA Baseball sent you. We'll be right back in just a bit. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Brown here with IA Baseball. I'm here at the PBR Spring League, but man, there's a whole lot of good that I want to talk to you about outside of what's happening on the fields, and that includes the batting donut. That's right here, the batting donut. I would urge anybody to check out. It is a really cool way to help improve your confidence and boost your energy, boost your endurance, all by slipping this onto your bat. That's it. And hey, look at that. You got sprinkles, you got everything. It's the whole package. And by the way, they come in pink as well. They come in 9 and 16 ounce versions. So go ahead and check that out as soon as you get the chance. A great way to help boost your swing and boost the confidence of your swing as well. So again, if you get the chance, hey, check out the Batting Donut and check them out at the Batting Donut online, or hit them up at sweetenyourswing.com. And while you're there, let them know that IA Baseball sent you. Hey everybody, got something special for all you electric fence owners out there. It's called Insolites, the LED flashing insulated light that you can see from up to half a mile or more away. It's so great you can see it from the comforts of your car or even your own home. That's right, you can put it onto almost any type of post out there, run the wire right through it, and that's all you need to do. Because Insolites goes with the pulse of the fence. So if there is no pulse, there is no flashing light, helping you locate where a problem may be or where a problem may exist that you didn't know was happening. It's simple as that. So you don't need to ground anything, add any bulky equipment, or shock yourself to test if your fence is working. All you need to do today is head to insolites.com and get you some, and you will not be disappointed. It's simplicity at its finest. So go ahead to insolites.com today and get you some, Oh, and by the way, make sure to tell them that IA Baseball sent you.
Sportsmanship starts with us.
As a student athlete, I need to model good behavior and represent my school appropriately.
That means respecting my teammates, coaches, opponents, the officials, and fans.
If I do that, so will others, and being a good sport becomes a way of life.
To all of Iowa's student athletes getting ready to compete, remember, sportsmanship starts with us.
In Iowa, we are fortunate to have a lot of opportunities to get involved in at our schools.
Athletics and activities have so many positive effects.
From learning how to build relationships
And healthy lifestyles.
And gain self-esteem and confidence.
make participation a priority. You and your school will benefit.
I love doing it. We go to all the state events, we work at all the state events, and you know, you wear your polo and people stop and talk to you, and it's just really great to connect with kids from other schools who are on the board, and then coaches, athletic directors who will see you at the events will stop and talk to you, and it's really neat.
You feel a bit of a weight and you're a voice for all athletes in the state of Iowa, which is cool.
I think it's really cool. I remember reading the email and I'm like, oh, this would be something really cool to look for. It'd be good to talk to people that I want to get to talk to around the state. I get to see other people's opinions, kids from 5A schools, kids from small schools. I think it'll just be a really good opportunity for me. IHSAA represents so much that it's really cool that they have two girls on the board to bring a girl's perspective, because I think it's really important to be very diverse and get different opinions.
RDA Financial Network is a proud sponsor of IABaseball.com. RDA supports the sport of baseball in the state of Iowa. We believe the game of baseball promotes many values such as hard work, determination, and teamwork, values that matter on and off the baseball field, and values that we demonstrate to our clients every day in our offices across the country. RDA provides financial planning and wealth management services to our clients in 6 communities in the state of Iowa. RDA Financial Network is an SEC-registered investment advisory firm. RDA advisors may offer securities through United Planners Financial Services, a member of FINRA and SIPC. United Planners is not affiliated with RDA Financial Network nor IABaseball.com. Please visit RDAFN.com to find an RDA advisor near you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we continue to get more shock onto the field, more stuff to get that field rocking and rolling. The rain has lightened up a bit, enough anyway, for us to get rocking, and the field crew to be back at it. Busy day for them here today. Again, earlier today, the Minnesota Twins fell 16-3 in their battle against the Texas Rangers. And because of the fact that they now head, ironically, to Texas to face down the Houston Astros, that is how we get our high school series here from Target Field. Again, a great, fantastic venue. It is truly one of a kind, and it's one of the newer venues out there. And it really does have a lot of amenities, a lot of great things for you to catch up on. And it really is. It's smartphone friendly, all that kind of jazz. It really goes above and beyond. They have done a lot of good things here in terms of being efficient. This is a very efficient ballpark in terms of the energy usage, in terms of water usage, and so forth. They do a great job here, and there's a lot of benefits beyond what you see and the product on the field. But speaking about on the field here, let's go ahead and take a look now as we look at the road ahead here Again, brought to you by RDA Financial. The road ahead for Clarion Goldfield Dows. And it goes ahead and in the next 4 battles here, they will go ahead and take on a doubleheader next time up against Clear Lake. And the Lions lead that one by a 28-4 mark. Meanwhile, it will be the series decider at this point against Rockford. The series tied 4-4 as they go ahead and take a home battle against Rockford in their next battle. And then, of course, beyond that, as you can see, Lake Mills, it will be a road trip for them. Lake Mills leads that series 5-2. That will be on the 19th. Again, the 16th is when they'll take on Clear Lake, the 17th against Rockford, and then the 19th against Lake Mills. And then they'll have a few days off before they travel to Iowa Falls, Alden, and Cadet Field, IFA baseball field that is. They will take on Iowa Falls, Alden, who leads that series as well by a 17-10 mark. So if you're looking to get to that wonderful field that Clarion Goldfield Dows has, really check out the battle against Clear Lake and Rockford before they head in their next 2 outings and head to, again, Lake Mills and Iowa Falls, Alden. So, again, that was the look at Clarion Goldfield Downs in our RDA Financial road ahead. And as we take a look, we'll look back once again to not that one. We'll look you back to the road ahead here for Bishop Garrigan. And again, they always have a slate that's really tough. It continues that way as well. Again, a road contest on the 13th. So right after this, they will take to the road once more tomorrow to face on West Hancock. And then they'll be back at home against Central Springs, and that'll be on the 17th. A couple days off before they travel to Pocahontas area for a battle on Firefighter Night. And then they'll be back home the very next day to take on Lake Mills. And again, Lake Mills is always a battle between these two. It's always been a fun atmosphere to be around anyway. In the end, Bishop Garrigan leads that series 16-6. Tough, always a tough battle when you go there, especially when it's on the road, let alone especially if it's a conference game. And, of course, their battle against Pocahontas area is even more intense, perhaps anyway, a closer battle. Bishop Garrigan leads that all-time series since 2012, 6-5, so a very narrow margin there. And then, of course, against the battle with Central Springs, again, that will be a home battle on the 17th. That series has been pretty healthy over the years. Bishop Garrigan leading that series by a 7-4 mark. And, of course, as I mentioned, West Hancock, it will be a road trip for them on the 13th. And that is a series that has been dominated by Bishop Garrigan. They have won the series 17-1, dating back to 2013. And you have to go all the way back to 2020, July 3rd of 2020, from the last time that West Hancock took a victory over the Bears. So we're getting some big round of applause for the grounds crew who has made it possible for us to get back at it here, ladies and gentlemen. And we are just about ready to go and get rocking here from Clarion Goldfield Downs versus Bishop Garrigan in a battle. Again, these two teams out of conference, but they got the chance to battle here in a game that they'll remember for quite some time. And these are always fun because, one, as always, I believe it to be some of the umpires, if I'm not mistaken, come back. And these umpires get the chance to, again, umpire on a Major League field. And so it's always fun. And we got to give the shout-out where credit is due there as well. But again, as you can see, we have the battle just about raging on. Coach Nail getting his team all squared away on the corner there, and rightfully so. They're about to continue and rock on here. They had the chance in the top half of the first inning. Man, it was oh so close. They had bases loaded, but unfortunately could not poke across a run. They did get 2 hits, and that's where we stand right now with the overall grand scheme of things. So again, as we bring you back out here, I want to say thanks for tuning in and staying with us here. Hopefully, again, keep growing it. We had quite a bit of people on earlier. Hopefully, everyone can come back, but we are sitting here ready for the bottom half of inning number 1. And again, as we take a look at it, it will be again Ruba back to get another chance at it on the mound here as we take a look at his stats. Once again, brought to you by Casmium Sports. Make sure to check out what they're doing, all that they can do for your program at CasmiumSports.com. Ruba, the freshman on the year, 21 innings pitched. He has struck out 10. And he has only walked 5 on the season so far. And he would like to try and get what is generally, historically, a very strong hitting team in Bishop Garrigan to hold them to really nothing. That's going to be a tall task, though. Again, this Bishop Garrigan squad has routinely been top 25, top 20, in fact, over the last few years in Class 1A. They have been one of the teams that have continually vied for a state tournament berth. And we'll end up seeing where we'll see where they end up here as we go along. But again, it is Bishop Garrigan's time to get up to the plate here. And they start with Tate Birch doing the duties here, kicking things off, donning the number 7 here. And as they go ahead with their gray pants, black tops, yellow numbering, and lettering. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are back at it. The game continues on, bottom half of inning number 1. And we're going to get ready for first pitch. And that one gets sent out there left field. And that will be going, and that will be go. Oh, wow. What a play out there in left field. You got to give credit to Morgan. He tracked that one down as that was nearing closer to the warning track. In the end, that's just a loud fly out here in the left field. Out number 1 down, and Dan Mice stepping on up to the plate. So with 1 down here, a big one out that, Ruba with the pitch. And that one will get floated out there. That'll find its way into the left field grass. So Morgan, well busy here through the first 2 batters. The second one here in Mice will poke one out there into the outfield. And that will be a single here, first hit of the game for the Bears. And now Carter Schwab stepping on up to the plate. He's looking to get something rolling here in this one. Again, this has been a solid year for him. And again, overall, this is a squad looking to get 2 games over 500, 6-5 right now as it stands. Schwab right now, 276 average, 9 total bases under his belt. And the corner is coming on in. Threatening bunt there. In the end, we go 0-1. So the 0-1 count here with 1 runner on. Both teams with at least 1 runner so far in this game. Runner taken off to second. There will be a throw. No, there won't be. And so with that, we end up with a runner in scoring position now for both teams throughout the first inning of play here. We sit with an 0-2 count here to Schwab. Or Garrigan, excuse me. So 1-2 on the count. Again, they threaten bunt early, ends up getting a stolen base in the end credited. Mice will stand on second. That one sails up high. Wisely lays off of that one, brings it even here. Again, high school baseball series from Target Field. 2 Iowa programs here. Bishop Garrigan out of 1A. Clarion Goldfield Downs out of 2A. The look and the fire. Can't quite catch that zone here. We bring it full. Again, it started off with Clarion Goldfield Dows bringing the entire bases loaded and unable to score anything there. As that one is swung through in the first strikeout here of the game for Ruba on the mound. Pick up his 11th of the season. As Schwab is set down on strikes. And that'll be 2 big outs as now Brady Garrigan up to the plate. So a runner on second. He's taken off to third. That one will be hit high. And is that playable? We got it. What a play. 2 big-time plays here defensively for the Cowboys as they pick up on the pop-out. And that is how we wrap up inning number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, that was a fun inning. And it is both teams flashing defense first. And maybe a couple hits thrown in. So far, that was just 1 hit across that bottom half of the inning for the Bears. And now they will be back on defensively when we come back right here on the IA Baseball Network.
RDA Financial Network is a proud sponsor of IABaseball.com. RDA supports the sport of baseball in the state of Iowa. We believe the game of baseball promotes many values such as hard work, determination, and teamwork, values that matter on and off the baseball field, and values that we demonstrate to our clients every day in our offices across the country. RDA provides financial planning and wealth management services to our clients in 6 communities in the state of Iowa. RDA Financial Network is an SEC-registered investment advisory firm. RDA advisors may offer securities through United Planners Financial Services, a member of FINRA and SIPC. United Planners is not affiliated with RDA Financial Network nor IABaseball.com. Please visit RDAFN.com to find an RDA advisor near you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's the top of the second inning here from Target Field. What a great venue, man. Just after a little bit of a slight rainstorm, a little bit chilly in the air, but hey, it's still a great time for baseball. As Nick Lear, as we get rocking here we get Huxley Lingenfelter up at the plate, swings through that one and count it strike 1. And the 0-1 delivery, that one gets hit, but that will be in foul territory. That will land in the seats here. Quickly 0-2 the count. The sophomore strikes one left side, and that hugs the line all the way perfectly. And great job defensively here from the Bears as they managed to hold that to just a single. But that was as strong of a hit as you could imagine here. A single gets them on the board, and now 2 straight innings, the Cowboys have runners onto the base paths. Owen Sweeney now standing on up to the plate. Looking for his chance to add to his 4 total base mark so far in this young season. And he sends that one left side, foul ball. So the 0-1 count here. Again, Garrigan up on the mound. Take that to a 1-1 count here. Again, appreciate you staying with us here. Thanks again for taking the time to have some fun with us. And runner taken off. There will be a throw. And in the end, not in time. So a nice attempt there, but in the end, a stolen base credited here for both teams. As Lingenfelter now standing on second from the stolen base. First stolen base of the day so far for the Cowboys. Yeah, we will get a pitch runner here. So we continue to rock, and it's going to be a little bit of a rough patch there as Sweeney will get to the base pass, but not the way he wanted. He'll be hit by pitch. Second hit by pitch batter here on the game here for Garrigan. As now Chaz Lane, the first baseman, stepping on up. Here's a chance, a good one at that with nobody down. Last time up, it was that way. And Cowboys trying to just do it again here. And the pitch swings through that one on the inner third, 0-2. So make sure to catch up. There will be highlights from this game and more. And head up to our social media accounts wherever you can get there. And oh my gosh, that was almost it. Garrigan, got to give him a lot of credit there. He caught the runner off guard, and yeah, that was almost it there, just by a hair. And we have, again, a pitch runner on. It'd be Caleb Sweeney doing the pitch running duties on as Chaz Lane will strike on out. Galligan's first strikeout of the night. And now the 9-hole man in Caden Longfit stepping on up, trying to keep things rolling here with one down. That one gets sent high, and that will be back into the seats. Don't think you get a Laffy Taffy for those anymore, at least 25 cents. The 0-1 count. Runner is on second and third. Here's the pitch. And tries a healthy swing, but unable to connect. We go 0-2. Both of these teams have shown defense, and more defense early on in this one. That one gets away, and now runners will advance. There will be a throw, but it will not be in time. So as the ball squirts away, runners now at second and third with one down. Very similar to what we saw in inning number 1. As that one gets shot right back up, the only play will be to first, and he'll get it. But in the meantime, it's a sacrifice run driven in here for the Cowboys as they strike first. It's 1-0. So the run driven in makes it again 2 out here. And the top of the order for the Cowboys once again back up at it. Kakacek reached via single his first time up. And later was thrown out trying to get to second. That one swung through, and we go to a 1-2 count now. So it's the Cowboys to strike first here. They're looking to add on to that lead here. That one on a nice play out there to second. They'll exchange it over to first. A close play in the end, but it is called out number 3. But not without some offense happening there. 1 hit, 1 run, and it's a 1-0 advantage for the Cowboys. And we'll be back to give you the bottom half when we return. And when we do, it will be 5, 6, 7 in the lineup. We'll be back after this right here on the IA Baseball Network.
RDA Financial Network is a proud sponsor of IABaseball.com. RDA supports the sport of baseball in the state of Iowa. We believe the game of baseball promotes many values such as hard work, determination, and teamwork, values that matter on and off the baseball field, and values that we demonstrate to our clients every day in our offices across the country. RDA provides financial planning and wealth management services to our clients in 6 communities in the state of Iowa. RDA Financial Network is an SEC-registered investment advisory firm. RDA advisors may offer securities through United Planners Financial Services, a member of FINRA and SIPC. United Planners is not affiliated with RDA Financial Network nor IABaseball.com. Please visit RDAFN.com to find an RDA advisor near you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, hey, thanks for coming on back. Andrew Brown here, happy to give you what is a target field battle here today. Nick Lear doing the duties to kick things off and start things for Bishop Garrigan. The Bears looking to add on. They've had 1 hit, but no runs crossing so far. On the mound, Ruba. He dials in, but that's ball number 1 to start off. Had a good outing in the first inning here, had a fly out. He gave up a single, but a strikeout and a pop out. And that's what happened in the bottom half of the first. So good job defensively from Ruba and the Cowboys. That one too far inside. And definitely more of a kind of a finesse guy on the mound, and not going to blow it by you with a whole lot of speed. But in the end, going to have a lot of fun in the process here. And just a freshman on the season. And I will say, the home of the Clarion Goldfield Dows Cowboys. That one is rocketed out there into left field, and that will be the way we get on and we continue. We're going to see if we can stretch it into a double, and we cannot. Don't know exactly what he saw there, but he saw what he thought was enough room to stretch a single into a double. It will be credited as a hit, but then again, all for naught in the long run as that goes for the out. Again, don't really blame him for it. This is it's a major league park, a lot of depth to it, so can't really fault him for that. He does get credit for the single, but thwarted trying to leg it out into a double. Aiden Deitering doing the duties now up at the plate. With one down, again, the foul ball from first pitch, and now gets the chance here. See what he can rock here. That one, breaker falls too far out of the zone. We go 1-1. Always make sure to tune up to our Rankings Reveal show, which come your way every single Monday. Caden Nissen and myself, Andrew Brown, will take you through what changes have happened in the class landscape from 1A to 4A. We'll break it all down, some big highlights for you. And, of course, you can always see the extended mark of all teams on social media as we go ahead and give you the graphics there across social medias, X, Instagram, Facebook, and beyond. That one too far out of the zone. We draw it now full at 3-2. And the look to fire. He could indeed do it. He caught the outside edge, and I think Deitering thought maybe that was a ball. In the end, it goes for strikeout number 2. Ruba dealing so far here in this one. That's the second strikeout, and mark it 2 out in the inning to bring up Caden Graves to the plate. He'll watch that one go wisely. Donning the number 27 in today's contest. Graves looking to add on to the season here. That one swung through. A nice one there. Graves has four hits, or 4 total bases, I should say, up to this point. Right now trying to get out of an 0-2 hole here. The delivery. And he sends that one high. Is it playable? We'll see. No, it is not. Once again, Target Field, an absolute beautiful venue. They do it right here at Target Field. Always a fun time. Always a great atmosphere here, especially whether it's a Twins game or not a Twins game here. So the 0-2 delivery here from Ruba. That will get sent out of play into the stands once more. Foul ball. We remain it right here at 0-2. And plenty of big battles across the state here in Iowa. Meanwhile, as we stand in Minnesota. But a great chance for you to try and connect any score updates and more. That one deep in the hole. The throw across the diamond will not connect. And that's a single. And we'll see if he can leg it out into a double. Almost got caught up in a pickle there. But hey, sometimes it's better to get lucky than nothing. And we now stand with a runner on second here for the Bears. More life here for Bishop Garrigan. So Graves credited with the hit. He goes from a single, stretches it all the way to get onto second base. And now we continue on with Drew Muller to the plate. His first time up, and he looks at a 2-out rally kind of situation here. Ruba with some high throw. With a high throw, I should say. That one goes for ball strike one, I guess. So with the 0-1 count, runner on second base here. And now we draw it even 1-1. And again, Bishop Garrigan at 6 wins coming into this game. Same thing can be felt for both squads up to this point. A swing through, tried to connect, no go on that one. And Clarion Goldfield Dows also with 6 wins on the season so far, 6-9 for their overall mark. And a quick conversation. We're back at it here again. Bishop Garrigan, the Bears, 6-4 on the year. 6-9 for the Cowboys. That one, the get me over curveball, could not find the zone, and we now draw it to a 3-1 count. And here we go, the set, wind up, and now the throw. That one is rocketed out there. That one gets deep in the hole. Will they be able to connect it? And no go, says the first base umpire, and that will continue the inning here for the Bears. And now they put runners on the corners, and the 2-out rally is even stronger now. And Kolish now up at the plate for his first time in this one. And now the Bears with the hits lead now. They lead the hit total 4-3. The Cowboys lead the run total 1-0. But Kolish looking to change that fate here. That one sails high on Ruba, and then we now go to 1-0. The inning started with a single followed by a strikeout, and then it continued on. And again, that single by Lirar ended up in trying to leg it out into a double, got out in that fashion. So the first 2 batters of the inning ended up with the out. And that's where we've remained for 2 batters since. And now the 5th batter of the inning here in Kolish looks at a 2-0 count. Now he'll look in the fire. That one wisely lays off. That one we draw it full at 3-0. And Target Field, great, absolute wonderful venue here. Again, thanks to the grounds crew for putting the field back together and getting it ready. Again, still a little wet out there, but still having some fun. Great time for baseball regardless here, and we're having a whole lot of fun with you. Thanks again for tuning in. Again, as always, give us your thoughts and more. We want to hear from you. Who are you cheering for out there? Runner taken off, but in the meantime, that one gets behind. Will there be a play? And it will not be in time. So with that, we have now equaled up the score. It's 1-1 as the Bears pick up a run. And with that, we now go to the top of the order here. And Kolish, after giving the free pass, and the ball squirts away, he finds his way on to second, and we go from trading runners on the corners now to runners at second and third with 2 down, and the rally has been oh so strong here. The 6th batter of the inning, and Tate Furich, as he looks to try and get his first hit of the ball game. He flew out on a deep shot to left field his first time up. And now Ruba with the pitch. That one can't quite find the zone. We even it up at 1 apiece. Ruba already with a pair of strikeouts. Won this inning as that one gets fouled back here. Again, both these teams with quite the road ahead here. And we gave you our road ahead look. We'll go ahead and give you that back here in just a little bit. But both teams with a good 4-game slate coming on in the next week or two. That one sails a bit high. We even it up. So 7 total hits at this point. 4 from Bishop Garrigan, 3 for Clarion Goldfield Dows. Each team with 1 run up to this point. We are all even at 1 apiece. That one gets hit high. That will be trailing just on the foul side of the bag. And that will be how we do it. Sweeney captures out number 3, but not before Bishop Garrigan puts across 1 run to tie it all up on the strength of 3 hits. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we will officially have wrapped up 2 innings here from Target Field. It's a 1-all battle, and we'll see what happens next right here on the IA Baseball Network.
RDA Financial Network is a proud sponsor of IABaseball.com. RDA supports the sport of baseball in the state of Iowa. We believe the game of baseball promotes many values such as hard work, determination, and teamwork, values that matter on and off.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Brown here with IA Baseball. I'm here at the PBR Spring League, but man, there's a whole lot of good that I want to talk to you about outside of what's happening on the fields, and that includes the batting donut. That's right here. The batting donut, I would urge anybody to check out. It is a really cool way to help improve your confidence and boost your energy, boost your endurance, all by slipping this onto your bat. That's it. And hey, look at that. You got sprinkles, you got everything. It's the whole package. And by the way, they come in pink as well. They come in 9 and 16 ounce versions. So go ahead and check that out as soon as you get the chance. A great way to help boost your swing and boost the confidence of your swing as well. So again, if you get the chance, hey, check out the Batting Donut and check them out at the Batting Donut online or hit them up at sweetenyourswing.com. And while you're there, let them know that IA Baseball sent you. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's now a pitcher-on-pitcher matchup here as we turn to Jacob Ruba, who reached on a fielder's choice first time up. Looking for his first hit here in this contest. Right now, a 2-0 count. Yeah, a little chilly here from Target Field. After the Twins and the Rangers played earlier today, it was a rain delay here after the top half of the first. But we're back at it right now as we have continued on. And that will be ball 4. A 4-pitch walk will put a runner yet again for 3 straight innings on to the base pass here for the Cowboys. So Paxton Lingenfelter now up. He doubled in his first trip. And we have a pitch runner on here for Clarion Goldfield Dows. And then number 3, Brandon Stein. And the pitch from Garrigan got him. I'm thinking there at the very least, in the end, it was deemed gone through. It's strike 1. And now we go to strike 2. Give credit to Garrigan. He has done what he's needed to do. Clarion, again, they loaded the bases here with 1 down in the top half of the first. Nice try to get him out there at first. At the top of the first, they tried to, they were in a little bit of a pickle here. Garrigan, again, unfortunately hit by pitch and a couple hits. And in the end, the bases were loaded, but he squeaked out of danger there. And it has been a good defensive battle here today. Both teams, again, have squirted across 1 run in the second inning. The 2-2 count. That one gets sent right side. And a nice catch out there in right field will not only get the out, but it will halt the runner from going anywhere. So Lingenfelter will be set down on the fly out to right. And now that'll bring up Ethan Hasty to the plate. Looking for his first, well, not hit by pitch at bat here. He was hit last time in his first trip, but a nice heater gets by him. Unable to connect there. And it is quickly 0-1. A little bit of windy, but still a lot of fun to be had here between the Cowboys and the Bears. Squares around a bunt, and he'll chop that one foul. Now as we go to 2 strikes, that might potentially limit what they're going to do with the small ball kind of game, but then again, might not. Coach Nail is not afraid to kind of push that envelope as we've seen over the years. Runner on first, 0-2 count with 1 down. Again, trying to keep him honest there at first. Umpiring crew up at it again here after 1 game. That will throw over to second. Will not be in time. A stolen base here credited once again to the Cowboys. Stein is now standing at second. And that one will get hit out there into center field, and that will go a long way, more than they thought. And now we're going to have one running on home. There will not be a throw in order to get him. And with that, we have a celebration on second as a stand-up RBI double from Hasty will put another run on the board. And once again, the Cowboys lead this one now by a mark of 2-1. So, again, him and Stein just trade places in the end, and now we bring up Colton Hefty to the plate. An out victim his last time up. Certainly would like to keep what has been a good inning for them so far rolling. And that one gets hit up high. And coming on will be a nice catch from the center fielder in Lirar as he'll pick up the out. And a nice out number 2 at that. If that would have gotten down, certainly there's enough speed on second that could have changed in from a 1-run deficit to a 2-run deficit for the Bears. In the end, some good play out there, and center field keeps it rolling. Huxley Lingenfelter now. He stole a base in his first trip up after the single. He'll lay off of that one easily for a 1-0 count. And with 2 down here, as we stand in the bottom half of inning number 3. He'll look and he'll fire. That one on a little bit of a loop out there to second. Hard play. Now the throw. And he got him. Way to stick with it. That's what you talk about. Defense has been the most prevalent here. But in the meantime, the hit total all evened up. And with that hit, it's now a 2-1 lead here for the Cowboys. As we now head on and we get going with a brand new inning coming on up in the bottom half. So as we move on to the bottom half of the third, we'll have 2, 3, and 4 due up for the Bears when we return right here on the IA Baseball Network. Hey everybody, got something special for all you electric fence owners out there. It's called Insolites, the LED flashing insulated light that you can see from up to half a mile or more away. It's so great you can see it from the comforts of your car or even your own home. That's right, you can put it onto almost any type of post out there, run the wire right through it, and that's all you need to do. Because Insulites goes with the pulse of the fence. So if there is no pulse, there is no flashing light, helping you locate where a problem may be or where a problem may exist that you didn't know was happening. It's simple as that. So you don't need to ground anything, add any bulky equipment, or shock yourself to test if your fence is working. All you need to do today is head to Insulites.com and get you some, and you will not be disappointed. It's simplicity at its finest. So go ahead to Insulites.com today and get you some. Oh, and by the way, make sure to tell them that IA Baseball sent you. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 1 hit and 1 run, and we have a 2-1 advantage for the Cowboys as they are now back on the defensive side of things. And up Dan Mice, who singled and stole the base in his first trip. Ole's out of danger there, Coach. Coach probably telling him at this point, stay in the box. Don't let it get you. Get onto the base pass any way you can. In the end, though, he has a 1-0 count in favor, and he pops that one up. And that will be on or near the infield grass. Nicely done by Ian Hazley as he will come up and record out number 1. Hasty with a nice play. Again, in this kind of a weather, hard to see the ball sometimes. So that is a great job staying with it. And so the pop out to short now brings up Carter Schwab to the plate. He is a strikeout victim in his first trip. Rubo with the dial, and he'll find the outer corner just fine there, 0-1. So with the 0-1 count, and the look, that one, get me over strike. Nicely done, let her high, keeps it now in favor of Ruba, who has been doing pretty good here. Omen's work at this point, 2 strikeouts. He has given up 4 hits, but it's a bend but not break kind of mentality for him. That one's rocketed out there to right, and that will find its way into the gap, and it goes. He'll get his way on to second for sure. Does he get rounded? Yes, he will. He'll head on over to third. The ball is in, but not in time. A standing triple here for Carter Schwab, who gets his first hit of the ball game, and it goes for 3 bases. He was hoofing it around there, and man, there was, again, that one went all the way to the wall. So in the sense, I mean, you got some room to run, and he did, as Brady Garrigan stepping on up to the plate. A big chance for him with a runner on third. Takes a look at that one for ball 1. Again, both teams scored 1 run each in the second, and Clarion scoring in the top half of this inning. The Bears looking to answer that one right back. Ruba has been pretty solid. Again, he hasn't really given up too many big hits, aside from that one right there. And a nice swing through, but not quite finding it. It seems as though, again, Ruba's more that finesse, lower speed kind of pitcher that gets you off balance. And that's what we've seen for the most part. Again, on the other side of that, a good challenge here for Bishop Garrigan. That one swung through, and that breaker finds its way away from the barrel. And that makes it strikeout number 3, I should say. And we go to out number 2. So again, with 3 strikeouts already in this game here through 3 innings, we now move to Nick Lirar, who has had a single to his credit already. That one gets shot to right side. A nice pickup at first, and Lane will officially rock it for out number 3. So despite action onto the base pass via the stand-up triple, nothing else happening, and we have a lot of excitement here on the Clarion Goldfield Dows side. And why not? They lead this one by a 2-1 mark as we wrap up 3 innings of play. And with that, we'll be right back We'll have more coming on up right here on the iBaseball Network.
Hey everybody, got something special for all you electric fence owners out there. It's called Insulites, the LED flashing insulated light that you can see from up to half a mile or more away. It's so great you can see it from the comforts of your car or even your own home. That's right, you can put it onto almost any type of post out there, run the wire right through it, and that's all you need to do. Because Insulites goes with the pulse of the fence. So if there is no pulse, there is no flashing light, helping you locate where a problem may be or where a problem may exist that you didn't know was happening. It's simple as that. So you don't need to ground anything, add any bulky equipment, or shock yourself to test if your fence is working. All you need to do today is head to insulites.com and get you some, and you will not be disappointed. It's simplicity at its finest. So go ahead to insulites.com today and get you some. Oh, and by the way, make sure to tell them that IA Baseball sent you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in. We get a whole brand new fresh inning going on. Sweeney is the one that kicks us off here in the top half of inning number 4. He was hit by pitch back in the second inning, looking for his first hit in this game. It's a 5-4 advantage Bishop Garrigan in the hit column. It's a 2-1 advantage in the run column for the Cowboys, as their leadoff man to start the inning goes 3-1 on the count. And as much as he wanted to take off to first, he's going to have to wait at least one more pitch. We now draw it full. Garrigan with the hurl. A nice breaker, and that just got enough to remain, well, all full. Sweeney just enough of that one to keep his at-bat alive. Now from the windup, Garrigan with the pitch. That one sends foul. We remain once again all at 3-2. Now the look to fire. That one, that got him on the outside corner. Paints the black like a maestro there. And that's a strikeout. Make it number 2 on the day here for Garrigan, as he sets down the leadoff man. And now Chaz Lane stepping on up for his second time. He was the first strikeout victim back in inning number 2. The 0-1 delivery. That one wisely lays off that one. We have a 1-1 count. The high school series continues on here. Iowa part of this series here, and it is the two teams involved today in the Bishop Garrigan Bears and the Clarion Goldfield Dows Cowboys. The 1-2 in there, swung on. A healthy hat comes up empty, and now we go 2 down. Make it 3 strikeouts on the day now for Garrigan, as Langfit stepping on up, and more of a defensive swing there. Kind of one of those that adds insult to injury, as he probably was just trying to get out of the way of that one. Ends up going through the plane, and now he's really kicking himself there as he went fishing for that one. We are in the land of 10,000 lakes in the end, so fishing not out of the question around these parts. In the end, we stand with an 0-2 count, 2 down. This would be the quickest inning defensively for the Bears should they connect here. And that one gets sent back. Again, both of these teams rocking 6 wins entering today's contest. The Bears 6-4, the Cowboys 6-9. And that one swung through, and they got him. A little late call, but in the end, mark it the strikeout there. That is now 4 on the day here for Garrigan, as he sets down the lineup with 3 straight strikeouts. 1, 2, 3 go the Cowboys. And now it's time for the bottom half. The Bears will get their shot with Dietering, Graves, and Muller when we return, right here on the IA Baseball Network. Before we go any further, got to mention the great folks who bring this to you each and every day, each and every broadcast, and that is the Log Cabin Greek Steakhouse here in Galena, Illinois. Really appreciate everybody from the Log Cabin Greek Steakhouse. They help bring us what is again, a dynamic broadcast each and every week, and we appreciate you coming along with us for this broadcast. They do a great job there in Galena, Illinois. Already a great place to go ahead and just travel and relax at. And you know what? Why not have some high caliber food in the process? And I say high caliber with the knowledge that it is high caliber people serving that. Dino and the crew do a fantastic job over there. It is truly one of a kind. You don't want to miss out. And hey, by the way, they are the same people who put a lot into the community there in the Dubuque area. They do a fantastic job. They help bring us a whole lot of fun. And coming on up here in the next couple weeks, our mid-season look here as we get rocking. So, again, this is all brought to you by the great folks at the Log Cabin Greek Steakhouse. Check them out at Log Cabin on social media, wherever you can catch them. But certainly online by heading to logcabingreeksteakhouse.com. All right, we get once again rocking here. Dietering doing the duties to kick things off, looking to avenge the 0-1 start so far, and wisely lays off that one as it sails above his head for a 1-0 count. Again, 4 out of 7 innings here today. The runs so far have come in favor of the Cowboys. That one struck out there to first, deep in the hole. He'll have to fire quick, and he does get him at first. Nice play. So you got to realize that at this point, this is truly a major league ballpark here, and you're having to go a little deeper into the hole when you catch that at short. And in the end, he made it look easy. Certainly not. And now it's going to be Caden Graves to step on up with one down and a chance to add on to what has already been a good start for him. He's 1 for 1 with a single back in the second inning. Swings through that one, and you know the lineup here for the Bears starting to get a little bit in tune with Ruba. Again, a slower pitch, more finesse kind of an arm. But Ruba himself has been dealing. He's been keeping this really high prolific offense at bay for the most part. He has allowed 5 hits, but just 1 run up to this point. And now the 1-1 delivery. Here it goes. Gets him swinging through that one. We bring it 1-2. So make sure to check out. We will be later on this month in Omaha, Nebraska. It will be the Omaha series, I guess it should say, from Tall Anderson Field. We've been there the last couple years, and it will be quite the battle this year. We'll go ahead and release those teams here for you just later on. But right now, the 2-2 count. That one gets sent out there into left field. Will it fall? Nice diving stop. Did he get it? Yes, he did. Talk about flashing the leather there. Nice job. Morgan lays out, and he gets a sliding catch there for out number 2. Drew Muller now stepping on up, and man, as a batter, you got to just sit there and maybe tip the cap, but still, that's got to be frustrating. You laid into a good hit. In the end, it goes for an out. We've had plenty of good plays here defensively. Again, I'm always a fan myself of defensive games. I love that 2-1 as we're sitting right now. That one gets popped up. That one is playable, but nope, just kidding. That one sails on us. You know, you get just enough of a look here, and then you go ahead, move the camera around, and in the end, it just kind of takes off on you. Right now, we stand here with a 1-1 count. Nobody on, 2 quick outs here for the Bears, and a good defensive start here for the Cowboys. Again, our timeline so far, it was the second inning that had the scoring started. 1 run for each in the second and 1 more in the third for Clarion Goldfield Dows, who now lead this one by that 2-1 mark. That one's firing too far on the inside, make it 2-2. Again, that brings it 2's wild, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, but nobody on. That one on the inner half. We bring it full, 3-2. Again, we will be on June 30th, a Saturday. It'll be Saturday Action Baseball, and we'll get the chance to bring that here for you. At least 3 games, looking to get possibly 4 in. I know last year it was Rainout City, as we had Council Bluffs, Abraham Lincoln, and Des Moines Roosevelt in a doubleheader there. Yeah, hopefully this year, no rain. We're hoping. Great venue. We always have a lot of fun there. Hopefully you can join us along the ride here. Again, that'll be coming up late June. We'll go ahead and give you details, more details when we're able to. So here, let's get rocking. Muller with the walk. Kalish now up at the plate. He sends one foul. So again, having just a quick conversation here with Coach, seeing where you want to go, what the strategy is, and because in the end, this is a team well-versed in being able to do hit and runs. Certainly laying down the bunts is not really something that I think's in play. Certainly, again, this coaching staff has, again, proven time and time again they can be aggressive and they can roll the dice. We'll see what they do here. Most likely, we'll get to see the number 9 hole man swing away. Kalish has already walked in this game in his lone at bat. Again, this is a series that has been all Bishop Garrigan. They have taken each of the last 11 games in this series, dating back to 2009. That one just in off the knees, and we go now to 1-1. As always, make sure to catch up what Cade and Eric are doing as well, crossing the state, capturing some big games in the process here. That one is lifted out there, and nicely done on the run as the Cowboys will officially pick it up. And out number 3 we go. So Bishop Garrigan once again thwarted in their attempts to gain back a run. They still trail it in this one. The Cowboys will try and add to that lead as they go to the top of the lineup when we come back. Inning number 5 right after this here on the IA Baseball Network.
Hey everybody, got something special for all you electric fence owners out there. It's called Insulites. The LED.
In Iowa, we are fortunate to have a lot of opportunities to get involved in at our schools.
Athletics and activities have so many positive effects.
From learning how to build relationships
and healthy lifestyles.
And gain self-esteem and confidence.
Make participation a priority. You and your school will benefit.
Hey, welcome on back, ladies and gentlemen. You are introduced to the bottom half, or the top half, excuse me, of inning number 5. And we start out with the top of the lineup. Kakachik has so far gone 1 for 2, singled and grounded out in 2 trips. That one is sent left side. That one's tailing. And that one will be in on the right side of the chalk line. And that will be a double sliding in there. Kakachik with his second hit of the ball game. That one for extra bases, and he does not waste any time. First pitch, he sends that one out there, and what a seeing eye shot that was, as that will plate the runner onto the base pass here as we get the pitcher-pitcher battle with Jacob Ruba back up. Reached via fielder's choice and walked with a stolen base. That one popped up, and that is a heck of a play. Garrigan with a nice save there. That one got popped up in the air just enough. Not a whole lot of wiggle room for him, but he managed to find his way on a sliding stop, and that is a loud out number one. You know, in high school, it's a little different, but the saying, pitchers are athletes, you know, you could show that highlight reel every single day and prove it. And now we go one down with a runner on second here as we get Paxton Langenfelter back up to the plate. He, too, is 1 for 2, doubled back in the first, flew out back in the third. He has a 1-0 count, and now they're going to try and keep Kakacek there safe. He is at second base. 11 stolen bases already on the season for number 20. And that one will get sent out there and nicely done on the catch. A nice liner here. Nice done defensively by Graves, as that's all it took. But in the meantime, Kakacek moves on over to third with the advancement. So the 4-3 put out, although does give them 2 outs. A chance to kind of skirt out of danger here. The third time, that the Cowboys have had a runner on third. So they've been continually knocking on the door. Coach Nail has continually been sending them the 0-1 count. Now set back for an 0-2. Plenty of good plays here in this one. That one. And wow, what a guy out there on third. Kakacek, man, I tell you what, he is making everybody antsy, including the camera guy here. That one is sent out. Nice try on the diving attempt. Gosh, there's athleticism all over the field here. Schwab with a nice layout. And I got to tell you, this has been one of the really fun ones to call here. There's been a lot of great games that we have called here this season, but already through 4 innings, this has been one of the best defensive gems we have had. A swing through on that one, strike 3. And despite a runner on third, no go for the Cowboys. They remain at 2 runs, although hits all evened up at 5 as we now head to the bottom half of the inning. And when we return, it will be a chance for the top of the lineup for the Bears to get rocking right here after this on the IA Baseball Network.
In Iowa, we are fortunate to have a lot of opportunities to get involved in at our schools.
Athletics and activities have so many positive effects.
From learning how to build relationships
and healthy lifestyles,
And gain self-esteem and confidence.
make participation a priority. You and your school will benefit.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Tate Furch right back up at it. The top of the lineup is rocking now. So far, he has gone 0 for 2 with a nice shot early in the first inning, but didn't quite fall for him. He's looking for his first hit. Again, on the mound for Clarion Goldfield Dows. Again, Jacob Ruba once again rocking it here. He has a 1-0 count. Rain still prevalent here, coming down a little bit. That one, nice shot out there to second, but he mishandles that a bit. The throw not in time. And Kakachik strapped with an error, as it is a chance here to get something rolling with a runner onto the base pass here for the Bears. And again, now I should correct myself. The official scorebook has been deemed a hit, so that will once again, for the third time, put the hit total in favor of the Bears. As Furch stands on first, Mice now standing up at the plate. So far, 1 for 2, popped out back in the third, but singled and later stole a base back in inning number 1. So with nobody down and a runner on first, the runner's taken off. And will there be a play there? No go. That one just tailed enough to keep the at-bat alive. The bunt was on. In the end, it goes astray, 0-1 here. And now defensively, you got to think, are you going to try and push those corners in? It looks like Coach Nail might just keep it at normal depth here. Got double play depth up the middle for the Cowboys, but normally it's just normal depth here on the corners. And they do bring it in. A nice bunt laid down. There's only one play, and the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag. Lane had to get all of his frame just to keep that one from going anywhere else. And in the meantime, it is runners on first and second now, as the Bears bring up their 7th hit of the game. And now Coach Nail will come on out here to have a conversation on the mound. And, you know, I usually try not to speculate here. In the end, I think Ruba has done a fairly decent job. It's been a lot of bend but not break. So far, this inning hasn't gotten away from him necessarily. It's just some timely hits and some really forced throws have allowed for that to happen. In the end, though, we are going to end up getting a new pitcher here in this one. So, despite my thoughts, hey, Coach Nail has other plans. We're going to head on into a break. We have a new pitcher coming on up, and we'll give it to you right after the break here on the IA Baseball Network.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Brown here with IA Baseball. I'm here at the PBR Spring League, but man, there's a whole lot of good that I want to talk to you about outside of what's happening on the fields, and that includes the batting donut. That's right here, the batting donut. I would urge anybody to check out. It is a really cool way to help improve your confidence and boost your energy, boost your endurance, all by slipping this onto your bat. That's it. And hey, look at that. You got sprinkles, you got everything. It's the whole package. And by the way, they come in pink as well. They come in 9 and 16 ounce versions. So go ahead and check that out as soon as you get the chance. A great way to help boost your swing and boost the confidence of your swing as well. So again, if you get the chance, hey, check out the Batting Donut and check them out at the Batting Donut online, or hit them up at sweetenyourswing.com. And while you're there, let them know that IA Baseball sent you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Caleb Sweeney, who was doing pitch running duties, has now came from out of the bullpen, and he will be the one to continue on for Kakachik. Ruba, as that one is sent right side, and that will land. That will head all the way to the wall, and we get a run coming on home to score. And there's another one coming on the slide, and there you go. Oh, the ball gets away. So standing on third, mark it his second, I'll say it again, second triple of the game. The second hit of the game here, I should say. And now just like that, a 2 spot here in this inning. And we now have an advantage here for the Bears, their first lead in this one. So Schwab with his, again, credited with his second hit of the game. He now has 2 triples by our account. And that one in the dirt. That one gets away. Runners heading on home. There will be no throw. And the slide in will be safe. Make it 4-2. And now 3 unanswered runs here from the Bears have given them the 4-2 advantage here late in this one. It's a 1-1 count here now with still nobody out. That one gets hit high. That one is tailing out there into left center. But nice job by Morgan as he'll come on with a strong catch and get the out. So the first out of the inning comes on a fly out. Nick Lear back up at the plate. He's looking to continue what has been a big trend here. 3 runs have already crossed in this bottom half of the inning. And that one, a laced shot. And boy, didn't get the camera over there, but got to give a lot of credit to umpire over there, the third base umpire. He has some hops to him. And with the gear and all that it's on there, I mean, kudos. In the end, there's just a loud strike, 0-1, nobody on. 3 runs have crossed the plate, 8 total hits for the Bears now. Jacob Rubo was the starting pitcher on the mound, and he ended up going 3 strikeouts in this one, gave up 5 hits in the process. But in the end, during his time, for the most part, it was a 1-run deficit. Right now, he watches his team now trail by 4-2. And the fire home. Found the outer edge nicely there, brings it even. Now it's a 2-2 count. 8 hits for the Bears, 5 hits for the Cowboys. It was a 2-1 lead after 3 innings of play for the Cowboys, and since then the Bears have scored 3 unanswered. A slow roller, too slow, in fact, doesn't quite find the front of the plate there before it hits dirt, and we bring it full now, 3-2. That one gets hit high. That one will be playable. Coming on from left field. And the catch is made. Nicely done. And Morgan will pick up yet another out here. A pop out to left. Now brings up the third baseman in Aiden Deitering, who so far has struck out and grounded out in what was a strong play in this last at-bat. Already 3 have come home here in this inning. It has been a strong one for the Bears, who have produced their first lead of this game. And they're looking to keep the series heavily once again in favor of the Bears. Again, Bishop Garrigan came into today's contest leading the all-time series against Clarion Goldfield Dows 11-0. They're looking for number 12. And for a good portion of this game, it looked like that might be a tough slate. In the end, they keep with it. That one, once again, shot to left field. All 3 outs in this inning for the Cowboys will come by that man himself, Ian Morgan, as he will pick up the out. And that will be out number 3. So 2 flyouts and a pop out to left. That will wrap things up, but not before damage is done. And it is now time to head on in to a brand new inning. It's the 6th when we come back. And when we do, it will be 4, 5, and 6 right up after this here on the IA Baseball Network.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Brown here with IA Baseball. I'm here at the PBR Spring League, but man, there's a whole lot of good that I want to talk to you about outside of what's happening on the fields, and that includes the batting donut. That's right here. The batting donut, I would urge anybody to check out. It is a really cool way to help improve your confidence and boost your energy, boost your endurance, all by slipping this onto your bat. That's it. And hey, look at that. You got sprinkles, you got everything. It's the whole package. And by the way, they come in pink as well. They come in 9 and 16 ounce versions. So go ahead and check that out as soon as you get the chance. A great way to help boost your swing and boost the confidence of your swing as well. So again, if you get the chance, hey, check out the Batting Donut and check them out at the Batting Donut online or hit them up at sweetenyourswing.com. And while you're there, let them know that IA Baseball sent you.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here as we get the camera standing right back here for you. A wonderful view here as we got the fans to spread out a little bit more. But from Target Field here, we reign. And an 0-2 count now to the leadoff man here in number 9, Colton Hefty, who has grounded out and flown out in 2 trips. Coach Nail with a quick conversation there. And more so on the approach side of things. You can see that Bishop Garrigan really hyped. They're excited. For 4 innings of this game, they had trailed, had not seen a lead, and then in a matter of 1 inning, it is all advantage in favor of the Bears. They struck 3 in the bottom half of the 5th and start the top half of the 6th with a strikeout. So the pitching here, once again, on point. Hefty is set down on strikes. And gets him to fish at that one for strike number 1. Again, up to bat. Huxley Lingenfelter has gone 1 for 2, single back in the 2nd. That one gets sent out there into right field, but that'll be a few steps to his right. And it will be Muller to capture out number 2 on the flyout. Owen Sweeney stepping on up. He was hit by pitch and struck out. Galligan still on the mound here for the Bears as he has been, again, doing Omen's work. Right now, 0-2 is the count here. He's looking to punch him out. Too far out of the zone. Nice job behind the plate. Virch doing a good job behind the plate there. That one gets struck left side, but that will be on the wrong side of the chalk line there. Upset, but in the end has to head on back to the batter's box. Sweeney still looking to grab that first hit of the game. His team with 5 hits total. It's unfortunately, though, been 1 across the last 2 innings for the Cowboys as they have not only seen their lead vanish, but now they've trailed. Now they find themselves in a deficit. Right now, though, doing his duty here as much as he can. Sweeney, again, looking for his first hit in this one. The pitch, and he will be set down on strikes. That is out number 3, and nicely done. Sets him down 1, 2, 3, 2 strikeouts in the inning. Make that strikeouts 5 and 6 on the game here for Galligan. As we got to talk about him a little bit more here, folks. He has set down this Cowboy lineup, and it is now time for them to get back at it here. It'll be 7, 8, 9 for the Bears. When we get back here, it'll be the bottom half of inning number 6 right after this.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Brown here with IA Baseball. I'm here at the PBR Spring League. Hey, everybody, got something special for all you electric fence owners out there. It's called Insulites, the LED flashing insulated light that you can see from up to half a mile or more away. It's so great, you can see it from the comforts of your car or even your own home. That's right, you can put it onto almost any type of post out there, run the wire right through it, and that's all you need to do. Because Insulites goes with the pulse of the fence. So if there is no pulse, there is no flashing light, helping you locate where a problem may be or where a problem may exist that you didn't know was happening. It's simple as that. So you don't need to ground anything, add any bulky equipment, or shock yourself to test if your fence is working. All you need to do today is head to Insolites.com and get you some, and you will not be disappointed. It's simplicity at its finest. So go ahead to Insolites.com today and get you some. Oh, and by the way, make sure to tell them that IA Baseball sent you.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. It's the bottom half of the inning. After 3 runs in the bottom half of the 5th, they get their chance to add on to that in the 6th. Caden Graves starting things off, 1 for 2 on the day. He singled back in the 2nd and swings through that one for strike 1. Again, Caleb Sweeney, the freshman, on the mound here for Clarion Goldfield Dows as he sends that one out of the zone here 1-1. Target Field, fantastic venue. Little chilly here. It went from pretty warm, then the rain came in and gave us a little bit of a chill here. The rain has pretty much dialed down to manageable at this point. Not a ton of rain, but still looks like a little bit coming on down. And that one gets laced out there into left field. One hopper to Morgan. He'll pick that one up, and we get another runner onto the base pass here. Hit number 2 for Graves on the day. Make that now 9 total hits for the Bears up to this point. They have taken the hits lead 3 different times up until, well, last inning, in which they commanded the lead now, 9 hits to 5. As Drew Muller stepping on up, one for one himself. That one gets away, and now a runner heading on over to second. We will put a runner into scoring position here in the inning for the Bears. So here we go, runner on second. The next pitch, that bunt laid down. There will be a play. Will it be in time? The throw that throws it off, and now a run is coming on home. The Bears add to that one on the throwing error. So the bunt is successful. Hit number 10 on the day here for Bishop Garrigan. Muller successful, his second registered hit of the day. Single legging it out into the double. Meanwhile, Graves will find his way all around the base pass, and he will score, make it a 5-2 advantage here for Bishop Garrigan. Still nobody out here in this one. Kalish now up at the plate. He has walked, and he has grounded out as well in 2 trips. He would like to continue on. What's a prime opportunity. Already 1 run home, and he lays down and pulls that bunt attempt back here. We go 1-1. So again, Sweeney in relief on the mound. He looks and now fires. That bunt attempt tried and got just a piece of it, says the umpire. What that equates to is now a 1-2 count. So here we go. The runner on second. Nobody down the 1-2. That one gets sent on a bloop. That one's just tailing enough. And nicely done out there by Hasty as he will pick up the out. A tough one as he had to trail well past to the second base side to get it. In the end, he captured it for the pop out. And make that out number 1 here in the inning, in which the Bears have already pushed across 1. That brings up the top of the lineup. And Tate Furch, who has flown out, popped out, and singled in 3 trips. And now the next pitch he sees, that will be also popped up. That'll send him just into the outfield grass. And just like that, Hasty will pick up out number 2 in a row. Nice pitching there by Sweeney to get 2 quick pop-outs. And so with that, Dan Mice stepping on up to the plate. He has 2 singles under his belt, officially 2 for 3 on the day. And that one, his first pitch gets sent into center field, but that'll be captured out there on the run. Langford with the out as he will set down the Bears, but not before they push across 1 more run, and they bring their hit total to 10 on the game so far. It is a advantage 5-2 in favor of the Bears, and we'll get the chance to see what the top half of inning number 7 looks like when we come back right here on the IA Baseball Network.
Hey everybody, got something special for all you electric fence owners out there. It's called Insulites, the LED flashing insulated light that you can see from up to half a mile or more away. It's so great you can see it from the comforts of your car or even your own home. That's right, you can put it onto almost any type of post out there, run the wire right through it, and that's all you need to do. Because Insulites goes with the pulse of the fence. So if there is no pulse, there is no flashing light, helping you locate where a problem may be or where a problem may exist that you didn't know was happening. It's simple as that. So you don't need to ground anything, add any bulky equipment, or shock yourself to test if your fence is working. All you need to do today is head to insulites.com and get you some, and you will not be disappointed. It's simplicity at its finest. So go ahead to insulites.com today and get you some. Oh, and by the way, make sure to tell them that IA Baseball sent you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 4 unanswered runs for the Bears have given Bishop Garrigan the lead here as we head into the final inning. Clarion needs to capture at least 3 runs to tie it, 4 to add to a lead. They held a lead through 3 innings worth. In fact, no, let me take that back. 4 innings. They had a 2-1 advantage, but since then it has slipped away. That one fouled out. And we go from a 2-0 count to 2-1. This has been quite the battle here today. Again, defense has been the name of the game for both of these squads, and we've seen that full on display on a field that, again, credit to the grounds crew, has been a little bit soaked, though. That one, a lazy pop out there, could be trouble, and does finally come out into the glove of the center fielder, Langford, who had to range quite a bit there. Had to range quite a bit there. That was a heck of a play. It was almost into that Bermuda Triangle, and that was a heck of a play. Lear ends up getting the out. And we go quick 1 down, and the number 9 hole man in Langford. And he chops that one right back to whence it came. Nicely done on the pickup, and hey, 2 quick outs. And with that, Jeopardy time here for Clarion Goldfield Dows. They find themselves with 1 out remaining here. It's the top of the lineup here in Tristan Kakachik, who so far has gone 2 for 3, doubled back in the 5th, singled in the 1st, grounded out back in inning number 2. But it is 2 quick down, nobody on, and man, the Tides have turned immensely here. We'll get a new catcher into the mix potentially. Garrigan is still been on the mound, but we are going to get a whole slew of changes here coming on up. You know what? Kudos. I'm going to give a round of applause to Coach here for doing that. And we get all new guys into the lineup here. The reserves have come on out onto the field here in the final out left in this game, potentially. Bishop Garrigan has come into this series leading, having won all 11 games prior. They're en route to win their 12th consecutive against the Cowboys. And boy, what a battle it has been there. You got to give as much credit as you possibly can to this Bears squad who were down 2-1 at one point through 4 innings. Gotchik looks at that pitch and says, no, that one's not in there for a ball, 1-0. Garrigan with the hurl, that one a little bit high as well, 2-0. He has been absolutely, again, more than you can ask for. Six strikeouts, has given up 5 hits, but it hasn't done a ton of damage in the grand scheme of things. That one sits in there for strike 1, and now we're down to the final 2 strikes here. Kakachik has been a hard out so far in this one, just once in 3 trips. That one nicely done behind this backstop there. Furch doing his best job keeping it in front of him. Meanwhile, we kick off and bring things to a 3-1 count. He tried to paint it there in the end, no go. And some life breathed into this lineup here as we get a little changing of the guards once more here. We get the right side of the infield and outfield back into the play here. Again, got to give a big credit to Coach there. I'm not sure what the conversation is here at home. Having just a little bit of a debate there. Coach Nail, I don't think, loves the fact that they're back out there. But in the end, we're going to play on. It doesn't seem like there's anything big there. Again, I may be wrong. But it did not seem like Coach Nail absolutely loved that. He's still looking to see an official word for that. But meanwhile, we go trudge along. We have a swing through right there and trying to get a strike there. And he does strike 1. 0-1 with 2 down. Now the pitch. Went back to the well and gets it. Hey, we're close here, folks. The Bears have stormed back. They've scored 4 unanswered to take the lead 5-2 right now. And the pitch. Furch with a good job on the backstop there, trying to frame that one nicely. Right now, 10 hits for the Bears compared to 5 for the Cowboys. Most of that for the Cowboys coming in the first 4 innings. A swing there, count it, strike 3. And hey, what a fitting one there. Strikeout number 7 is the one that ends up putting the W in the scorebook here for the Bears. So in the end, 10 hits help push across the 5 runs needed. Meanwhile, 2 hits for the Cowboys end up giving them 5 hits in the long run. We have, we're not yet quite all the way done here. They're going to go ahead and check, I believe, what's going on here. Again, Bishop Garrigan decided that they would interchange guys twice here. They put a whole new, brand new crew in with 1 down, or 2 down, I should say. They put a whole new crew in with 2 down and then swapped the original crew back into it. Coach Nail arguing the case here. I'm not sure that he, again, loves that in any way. I don't know. Again, I'd have to really check the rule book to be official on that one. But in the end, it is being deemed. Again, we're trying to find that. We'll try and see if we can find an official word here for you. But Coach Nail certainly not loving it. In the end, though, it's looking like it's a victory here for the Bears as they pick up their 12th win in the all-time series over the Cowboys of Clarion Goldfield Dows. A little drama at the end of things here. And right now it's going to stand, it looks like. As we kind of think that the inter-exchange at the end of the game with going back out, bringing guys back in and back out again, maybe that's what Coach Nail thought was. I think they're actually going to let him play here.
I think they're going to let the JV play an inning because there was a few, is what I think.
All right, and we're getting. Thank you very much. That helps us out here again.
This is our JV kids coming out. I think they're going to do one inning for the.
It looks like they're going to do some JV action. Maybe that's what they were talking about there. Maybe I thought there was no feud, and maybe what I thought was a feud, it is no feud. It did seem, though, like Coach Nail thought at one point that maybe what was going on there in the inter-exchange not quite there or not quite legal. In the end, it may just have been, hey, let's get some of our JV guys in here. In the meantime, though, by the sounds of it, right, by the letter of the law and the letter of the rule book and the letter of my scorebook right here, it is a 5-2 win for Bishop Garrigan varsity-wise. It will be an inning worth of JV battling here, as we will have all new, brand new kids in here. So maybe in the end, could be nothing. Could be some drama, could be nothing. And and so they're looking at least half of this, or I mean, quote unquote, half the inning. Again, one thing's for sure, both of these coaches have the utmost respect for the game. They know it very well, and they're two coaches that I have a lot of high respect for in the grand scheme of things. You can't really ask more from these guys and what they're able to do and what they've been able to continually do for, just for everything, for their conferences, for their classes. Coach Coach Mice, excuse me. Again, he's kind of a salt of the earth guy. Really, anytime that I have come in contact with him, he has truly been one that has been very accommodating. Even today, he had quite the busy day for him. It ended up being a hectic day for him, but he still managed to help me out, and answer any of the questions that I had. Meanwhile, Coach Nail is a guy that will always be there for the benefit of the game. And I think that's where, in the end, we go through here now. I think that's where we get. I think in the end, this was a matter of just getting guys onto the field, being able to play in a big league park, and not the drama that I thought was there. So good defense here from the JV squad. Again, we're going to go ahead and we're going to let this feed go, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to give you some final stats here for you as we get those compiled up. So as we look at it here, ladies and gentlemen, Again, if the varsity action here went in favor of Bishop Garrigan, and will give you the road to this game so far, and it has been starts that you wanted to have for Clarion Goldfield Dows, who ended up scoring the first run of the game in the top half of the second, which Bishop Garrigan answered in the bottom half. But then the Cowboys once again claimed the lead, and they held on to a 2-1 advantage all the way into the bottom of the 5th inning. And that's when the Bears struck for 3, and they did so in that inning off of the strength of 3 hits. So they brought in 3 runs on the strength of 3 hits. That included 3 singles in the grand scheme, and it was a heck of an inning for them. Excuse me, a single, and a triple, I should say. That helped to plate 2. And that helped bring in the runs there. Again, Schwab, a part of that two-run spot. And the end, Schwab ended up with 2 triples in this game. Again, in line for our player of the game. Schwab officially went 2 for 3 with a strikeout, but 2 triples in the process. Again, it was that 5th inning in which they scored 3 runs. They added 1 more run in the 6th. And they did so off of a bunt hit that ended up bringing around after a wild throw and brought Graves to the plate for run number 5. And in the end, 4 unanswered for Bishop Garrigan led them to the victory. And now it marks 12 consecutive wins over the Cowboys for Bishop Garrigan. And that is where we stood here. Again, 15 combined hits in this one, 10 of them belonging to Bishop Garrigan, who held the hit advantage after the 4th inning and just never looked back. And it was a heck of a game here for the Bears. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to wrap this thing up when we come back. We got post-game action continuing on after this.
Hey everybody, got something special for all you electric fence owners out there. It's called Insulites.
Sportsmanship starts with us.
As a student athlete, I need to model good behavior and represent my school appropriately.
That means respecting my teammates, coaches, opponents, the officials, and fans.
If I do that, so will others, and being a good sport becomes a way of life.
To all of Iowa's student athletes getting ready to compete, remember, sportsmanship starts with us.
I remember personally when I was young watching the guys that were playing sports, basketball, football, wrestling, whatever it was, when they were in high school, and just thinking, how great they were, and just wanting to be like them when I was older. So yeah, we are definitely always role models for those younger kids, those middle schoolers.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is post-game coverage. It's Bishop Garrigan that ended up taking the varsity action win 5-2. The JV is getting an inning of play here, or at least an inning of play, from Target Field here in Minneapolis. And as we do so, we'll go ahead and bring you back to the road ahead for both of these teams. We've got quite the slate coming on up over the next few games. So the road ahead will start with Clarion Goldfield Dows as they now drop to 6-10 on the year. They will go ahead and take up their next contest in a doubleheader against Clear Lake. trying to edge down that series with Clear Lake leading 28-4. And then they take on a series against Rockford at home. They battle Rockford in a series that is all knotted up at 4 apiece. And then they have 2 road trips. They take on Lake Mills, and the next battle, Lake Mills leading that series 5-2. And then they go ahead and battle up against Iowa Falls Alden on the road, trying to edge into that series down 17-10. And now we're going to move on over to the road ahead for Bishop Garrigan here. As you can see, again, a tough slate here coming on up for the Bears as we get their slate all set up here. But again, they add their 12th win in a row over Clarion Goldfield Dows. And as you can see, they will be on the road in their next battle tomorrow at West Hancock. And they have that series edge there. All but one game in this overall series, 17-1, has been in favor of Bishop Garrigan. And then after that, they take on a home battle against Central Springs on the 17th, followed by a road trip on June 19th at Pocahontas area before they come back the next day and battle a home contest against Lake Mills. Again, that is your road ahead for Bishop Garrigan, brought to you in part by RDA Financial. They help with your financial road ahead. A lot of things, a lot of scary instances out there financially, but they help calm the waters, and they do so, again, in fantastic ways that include being in the community. They're in the community, helping things out, making things a part of your day as always. But again, we go back to Clarion Goldfield Dows in their road ahead, again brought to you by RDA Financial. And again, coming up on the 16th, they will take on a home battle against Clear Lake in doubleheader action. And then they take on Rockford on the 17th, in which that is all tied up in the overall series. They're going to try and find the edge there in the win. Meanwhile, they will take to the road for their next 2 games after that on the 19th, beginning at Lake Mills. And then on the 23rd, they will kick off a road trip against Iowa Falls Alden. Again, that is your road ahead, brought to you by RDA Financial. They are in your community, folks. They know what to do. They've been around. They've been to games. They've been to baseball games, softball games, wrestling matches, basketball games. They've been there. And they are part of what is the fabric of the community, of the school, and beyond. So make sure to give a shout out to RDA Financial. And hey, if you're looking for great money management, innovative solutions, and beyond, you got to check them out at RDA Financial. And of course, can't without bringing you the Log Cabin Greek Steakhouse in Galena, Illinois. They have brought this broadcast to you today, and they bring us all broadcasts, including our multi-camera setup, in which we have 3 different cameras, all set for a fun time on the baseball diamond. And when you speak about fun times, that's what you're going to get when you travel to Galena, Illinois, and just relax there, have some fun. In the end, come on down to some great dining with a great atmosphere at the Log Cabin Greek Steakhouse. I guarantee you're going to walk away feeling, well, full, but then you're going to feel great in the process because you've had a great experience at the Log Cabin Greek Steakhouse. Check them out today at Galena, Illinois. So again, we have JV getting some reps here in this one. It does not impact the varsity action here. Again, it is about roughly just over a 2-hour time window that I believe most MLB teams give. We must still be within that time limit, or maybe there is no time limit. I know the last time that we went and we took on a battle at Busch Stadium, there was a time limit there. So might not be the case here. In the end, we have gone the full 2 hours and now into 2 hours and 40 minutes worth. And we have some good playing out there. Got to keep through, and some close plays there. But again, I appreciate everybody for joining in and joining the broadcast here, wherever you were, wherever you have been, wherever you're going. Thank you for making this, as always, a part of your day. And we always appreciate you listening in, tuning in, and beyond. And speaking about tuning in, make sure to check out our High and Tight program, which comes your way every Monday. This time we'll get the chance to sit down with Anderson Sherm of Pella Baseball. If you haven't checked out his Instagram, folks, go to Anderson Sherm on Instagram. He chronicles everything he does across a day, across a week, across a month. He absolutely, as that one is ripped. And that's a JV guy who will have a happy smile all the way home as he rips a hard one in the Major League Stadium of the Minnesota Twins all the way to the wall. But if you get the chance, Anderson Sherm, he chronicles his journey to being the best catcher he can be. He does drills. He does different tips, what he eats, what he does, his warm-up routines, his after-game routine. He has a lot that he goes through. And I think it's very valuable for young catchers to see a guy like that who is bound for Marshalltown Community College Baseball. And he truly has done it the right way. He leads his team in total bases so far this season. He has really improved quite a bit his stock over the course of his entire time in a Pella uniform. And I really hope we get to see him at the Senior All-Star Series because he's a heck of a player for sure. But, it's a real big tool for young catchers to go ahead and utilize. So Anderson Sherm on Instagram, go ahead and check him out today. He will be on the program Monday. And as well as our performances of the week, our amazing things seen this week, and other big baseball news. So again, with that in play, to continue that just a little longer, get your nominations in for Performance of the Week. And when I say nominations, on Sunday on Facebook, you can vote for your individual, for your nomination. So the more votes you get, that is the better luck that you're going to get that person to be our performance or performer of the week. So again, it doesn't have to be just one game. It can be a string of games. Give us their stat line, though. We ask that you give us their full week stat line if you're going to make it about a full week. If it's just a single game, go ahead and give us our single game stat lines. And if you can, send a picture our way. So again, we have JV on and rocking here in this one. And again, this is, after, that looks to wrap it up here. So we will officially wrap up our time here. Again, it has been Bishop Garrigan, 10 hits, pushing across 5 runs, 3 runners left in scoring position. Meanwhile, the Cowboys had some shots there, 3 instances with runners on third, unable to push across 2 of those instances. And they end up with 4 runners left in scoring position, 5 hits, 2 runs, and that's where we wrap up here. Looking at our player of the game here, ladies and gentlemen, man, I have to go a tie here. I know this is that 3rd straight week with a tie, but I have to give it as a tie. Carter Schwab had a phenomenal day, 2 for 3, 2 triples, and has brought in a couple runs in the process. Meanwhile, Garrigan, he went the distance, 7 innings, 8 strikeouts, allowed 5 hits in the win. And again, for him on the season, what a great campaign it has been. He ends up, in the grand scheme of things, picking up yet another win for him. Mark that 2-2 for his record on the season. Well, hey, ladies and gentlemen, thanks again for tuning in. We're going to sign out here. Our Casmium Sports players of the game includes Garrigan with his 8 strikeouts across 7 innings pitched. And Carter Schwab with his 2 for 3 night, 2 triples, 2 runs driven in. Thanks again, ladies and gentlemen, for making this a part of your day. Make sure to catch us next week. And seriously, give us your recommendations of where we should go. We'll reach out to the ADs and try and make that happen. But we appreciate you reaching out to us. Hit us up, iabaseball1@gmail.com. All right, thanks again, ladies and gentlemen. It's been fun. It's been a pleasure. Until we see each other next time, stay safe on the base pass.